I'm Deirdre Barrett. I'm from Cambridge, Massachusetts. I make art exclusively from my dreams, and I use digital painting techniques to do that. Dreams always give us a very unique, creative, original image and often story and feeling. But some of my dreams have just the most striking, amazing imagery in them of things that just don't exist in the physical world, of creatures and entities. And so it's those images that pull me toward making a piece of art, partly because I want to see it again in front of me, but secondly, so I can show other people my dreams. I have always been fascinated by visual arts, but I always felt like I couldn't paint or sketch very well, like I was just a little clumsy with my hands. So I didn't start making art until 7 years ago. The digital world has just opened up being able to make art for me. And it's painting, but it's painting where you can erase 30 times if you're not getting the image right at first. So I do start with images that are very vivid anyway, that aren't going to fade. But fortunately, the images I want to make stay pretty crystal clear in my mind. And so it's just being good enough at drawing and painting to get them out there in the world.
Hello, Deirdre.
Hi.
Introduce yourself and tell us about where you're from.
I'm Deirdre Barrett, and I was actually from the South, but I took a job at Harvard 34 years ago.
What were you doing at Harvard?
By training, my PhD is in clinical psychology, and I'm a dream researcher. I teach courses for both their undergraduates and the psychiatry residents on dreams. I write books about dreams. So dreams are what I've been doing my whole life.
That gets me to this painting. I see two dark figures and a white figure, the bird, and then I see maybe a skull in the background and a face. Can you tell us about some of these figures?
In this dream, the first thing I noticed was the Central Park. There was a beautiful sunlit garden, but the details of what flowers and plants were a little vague, so I've made them more abstracted. But the central focus was on this mostly white bird that seemed to be a young, huge, but newborn hatched chick that was sort of some wondrous occurrence. But these two black figures, they sort of came down out of the night sky, and there was this paradox that the garden was in full sunlight and yet the sky overhead was completely nighttime. And it wasn't until I woke up that I felt like the shape of that head was not just a bird's head, but it looked specifically like the plague doctor. So I also feel like it may have something to do with the pandemic, which is mostly dark, having contributed some things, and there's sort of a renaissance, and people stayed home with their families more, and people who hated their jobs did not just go back to them, and some of our pollution got better. There was a lot of the dream where these were just completely positive characters, and I think that was sort of echoing a thing that I very much believe, that our unconscious in general, but our dreaming minds specifically, really nurture our waking selves, that they're thinking in all these more creative ways to enhance our waking life.
That's a beautiful, beautiful painting.
Thank you.
Yeah.